Oh, people are already in here? Well, we've been on here for like 5 seconds. Mike's Hobbies, Orcas Island. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Sorry, it's going to be a poor connection again. Nothing I can do about it. Just going to warn everybody right off the bat. What is that? Bar Harbor Basher. What's up, brother? Jeremy Burris, how you doing, man? Glad to see you guys are all in here. I can't believe everyone's in here that fast. People already... It's like you guys were waiting. That's crazy. Sorry, it's going to cut in and out. I'm in the back room, and I just realized that my Wi-Fi just doesn't reach that well back here. And my mobile service isn't all that great, so Wi-Fi is the best shot I got. Eventually, I'm going to get better internet, and hopefully that'll solve that problem. Yo, what's up, Damon? What's up, Eric? Jeremy, can't see anything. Anyone else having that problem? Let me know. Rockin' Homes Hobby brushed and brushless in my NY truck. Oh, you know what? I forgot to plug in my microphone. I wonder if I should get that. How's the sound? Can you guys hear me okay? That's awesome. What's up, guys? What's up, Tiny? Red Dog. Michael Kabika. What's up, man? East Tennessee. What's going on, guys? Blurry, but you're there. Yeah, you know what, you guys? I haven't figured out what's going on with the picture quality. It says that I'm in 1080p, but there's no way this is 1080p. And when I upload it, it's like 480. So I've got to figure that out somehow. I have not quite got it logged down. I don't really know how. Oh, I just realized I can share this though. That's cool. Let's share it real quick. Live now. We're just gonna share that on Facebook. Yeah, I haven't quite. Yeah, we're on the front camera, but my front camera's 1080p. The back camera's 4K. I'm on a Moto Z. This is like a employee edition Moto Z. It's a really sweet phone, but I have not figured out why it's uploading like that. Oh, nice, Tiny. Glad that worked out, man. In-house Wi-Fi booster. That is definitely a good suggestion. Yeah, it's a little frustrating. It is telling me off and on that I have a poor connection. And unfortunately, my location, I have an old house, and they will not give me good internet yet. So I am going to lay my own cable if I have to. So who we got on there? Yo, what's good, Coleman? I didn't even see that, man. That went too fast. He wrote a big one. I want to get my first RC crawler. What do you think of the ECX Barrage? Or should I wait for an axial product? I say get both of them, man. I've never had an ECX Barrage, so I cannot vouch for it. But I know that my buddy, Elio, he just built a couple of them, actually. And they turned out pretty cool looking. They're not as tough as axial, though, from what I've seen. So just letting you know. Let's get on with the festivities. Yeah, yeah, you will. It also depends on your internet connection, but you should be good. What you drinking there? I'm drinking mate, man. This is yerba mate. This is it's tea. I can't really tip it. I'll spill it all over. But it's tea. I'm a tea drinker. Some tea, coffee. I don't know. It just depends on my mood. I'm feeling kind of hippie tonight. All right. So, anyways, you guys, let's get on with this. Let's do some Q&A. How long we've been on here for 4 minutes. I'm sure I can't tell how many people are in here, but it looks pretty active. So let's do some Q&A. What do you guys got going on tonight, huh? How we doing? Doing good, man. Doing good. Oh, he's hella hyphy. Awesome. Awesome. All right, so we've got several ways we can do this Q&A. I can either go back through all my comments, or you guys can just ask me stuff. I get asked a lot of things. I'll tell you, one of the questions I've been getting asked a lot is how to fit a hard body on an SEX10. And I'm telling you right now, dude, for everybody here, if you're wondering how to fit a hard body on an SEX10, there is no right or wrong way to do it. There's just your own way and the next guy's way and the next guy's way. Everyone does it differently. So when you do that, when you do the hard body stuff, What you got to keep in mind is that everything's going to have to be adjusted. You're going to have to move things around so that proportions stay correct. So just keep that in mind. You might have to change the length of the links so that your wheelbase is adjusted, which means you might have to rotate your upper links to change pinion angle. You might have to, I don't know, change your drive shaft length, all kinds of stuff. If you want an axial kit, then be quick as the factory. Axial parts is closed. All the stores are going out of stock. The most popular. What do you plan on doing on the... Oh, man. What was that one? What do you plan on doing with that Land Rover D110 body? I will be using an axial SCX 10-2 for both my Land Rover. I actually have 2 of them up there. Oh, dang. Man down. There you go. You can see I got 2 of them up there. And I will be... One of them's a pickup truck and one's a D110 pickup, or a D110 wagon. And I'm going to be using axial SCX 10-2s for both of those, hopefully. Who we got here? What do you think of that Dodge metal body that's a 3D printer guy? I don't think I ever seen that. Hey, Gage from Facebook. I was wondering if you had ever used the RC four-wheel drive Old Man Emu shocks. Yes, I have, actually. I thought I had some hanging right here. Let's go over here. Hopefully I don't lose you guys. We're going to be moving around. The RC four-wheel drive Old Man Emu shocks. I think I have some on... No, not on that. I don't know where they went. I have some, though, on one of these trucks, I thought. No, I did have some on this. I had some on this, but they're the same as these, as the white ones you see under there. Honestly, the only thing that's different is the color of the housing. That's really it. I mean, they're the exact same things. And what do we got? Buying first scale truck this weekend because you awesome, man. Welcome to the family. But how far are you in your Jeep truck build? I have a J10, that's why I'm wondering. You're talking about my non-RC, my real Kaiser, my actual pickup truck. That is, I haven't touched it in 2 years probably, man. It's not even running right now. It needs a battery, it needs a thermostat, it needs rear shocks, it needs some front axle work. It'll be a little bit before I get that up and going. I want to do it right, so let's see. Am I planning on getting that new Land Cruiser 70 body? You know what? I'm going to show you a little something and see if you can't figure this out. Yeah. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm just going to let you think on that for a minute. You saw it here first. RTR or kits? Honestly, I like RTR because I'm lazy. And they make the RTR so good now. It just depends on what I'm doing. If it's the SCX10, I go RTR. But if I have a big project and it's not going to be anything close to what the factory is, then I'll go kit. It just depends, I guess. How do I set up my tool wall? Not any way that's worth bragging about. It's just a thing bolted on the wall, and it's just a pegboard. That's all it is. Eventually, I'm getting an actual shop. I'm gonna change all this up. You have those SCS2 kit yet? I heard there's a shortage. I do not have the kit actually. I have the RTR. Will you ever do an ECX barrage build? Maybe someday. We do a camping with Coleman and talk about your drift car. My drift car sucks, but I'll grab it right now if you want to. Boom. The drift car is just an HPI, man. It's old, it's dirty, it's dusty, and it is bone stock except for I converted it to rear-wheel drive, so it has... I did some stuff to get some extra steering, put the weight up front. I can't stand it. I'm not going to lie. I hate the thing. I'm going to get a better one. What would you recommend for controller and receiver? I don't know, man. There's so many out there right now, and I haven't tried a lot of the new ones. I'm going to start trying some new ones, actually. I've been looking at some of them on A-Main, and the new Futabas are looking real nice, man. This guy asked why FlySky radios, because they're super cheap, and everyone that knows me from way back knows I started on the lowest budget out there, and FlySky is where it was at. And honestly, I still use them because they do good. You can actually hack one of them and get it to like I don't even remember. It's like 10 channels or 12 channels. It's crazy. Will 666 appear in future videos? Yes, it will. I actually have been working on 666. It's up and running right now, blowing smoke. Sound system works, and I have something really cool for it. I'm working on video with a buddy, actually, and hopefully we're going to bring you guys a new product. Where are the ESP stickers? Have not had them made just yet because I wasn't happy with what I was looking at last time. Hopefully those will be out, though, within the next month. It's blurry. Yeah, we talked about that. Sorry, buddy. Bad connection. What chassis is your new bright Jeep on? Axial SCX10. It says kill that light bar behind me. What, this one right here? Is that bugging you guys? We'll twist it. How about that? Is that better? You guys let me know. It's wicked bright, he says. Is that a little better? I'll make sure it's not bugging you guys. Futaba 4PL. I'm a fan of the Futabas. I'm not a big fan of the, whatchamacallits. You know which ones I'm talking about. I don't even have any, to be honest with you. Spectrum. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. No offense to anyone that runs Spectrum. All my buddies run Spectrum, and they seem to glitch quite a bit. Futabas, I love the Futabas. Light kits, need more info. How to hook them up. Oh, man, that's a deep subject. We'll have to do a video on that, I think. What do you think about Traxxas coming into the scale scene? That's a good question, man. You know, I'm just going to skip down here and try to catch up. Here we go. As far as Traxxas coming into the scale scene, I think it's good. I think it's cool. I think it's going to force Axial to stay on their toes, but I don't think it's going to threaten Axial in any way. Axial has definitely solidified their place in the scale world as being one of the toughest and the longest running scale trucks, you know, in that genre. I mean, obviously there's always been Tamiya, but we're talking more competitive scale, I guess. I don't think it's going to threaten Axial at all. I think it's great, though. I think it's always great to see more products come into the game. Lighting tips for videos. Front lighting, back lighting, side lighting. That's always good, man. Make sure you got a front light. Make sure you got back lighting. Make sure you got some sort of side lighting. Always helps out. My Futaba forgets my rigs all the time. Pain in the ass. That's no good, man. You play with the Yeti Jr. much? Not as much as I'd like, but I'm getting ready to. I have a plan for the Yeti Jr. I wish I could tell you guys, but I can't say too much about it. But I have both of them still. Neither one of them has broken yet, which is awesome. They've been holding up tough. The servos are pretty weak. They need upgraded right off the bat for servos and possibly for a little more power. But yeah, they're doing pretty good so far. What we got on here? I missed some right here. Come to Team K&K Farm this year. Oh, man, I wish I could. I really want to. It says don't shoot into the sun. No, don't even look in the sun. What is your favorite rig you own so far? Still, like I said last time, it's that yellow Jeep. Just because, man. I can grab it and go. It always works. I don't know. It's just my baby. At all your sponsors, which do you like the most? I don't really have a favorite sponsor, man. All my sponsors allow me to do what I do. If it wasn't for them, then I wouldn't be able to do this stuff the same way. It'd be really hard. And so I'm thankful for all of my sponsors. I can't say that I like one more than the other. It says my comments are invisible. I can see them. Someone needs to make lockers for those juniors. I agree, and I actually talked to Axial about that when they first came out with them. Actually, before they came out with them, I talked to Axial about that. They asked me what I thought about it, and of course, the first thing I told them is I want to know about turning them into straight crawlers. I would like to see a straight axle version where you have basically like a mini bomber or a mini SCX10, or at least a steering front axle on one of them so that we can mix and match with the axles. And I definitely wanted to see lockers of some kind and a different drive shaft option. But for now, I think they're a great entry for that market. Oh shit, I missed a bunch. I know, dude. I know, Michael. I know. I'm trying, man. It's all in the budget. If I can, then I'm gonna be there. I only been growing my beard for a few weeks, dude. It grows way too fast. Maybe a month. I have not built my mini Orlando yet. Oh man, it's on the agenda though. I want to actually build something not just out here, but out on my work desk. So when I'm editing and stuff, when I take breaks, I can do some scaling, like on my desk. That would be badass. That would be awesome. I guess this Q&A can go both ways too. I kind of got questions for you guys maybe. What chassis does? What chassis must have your down new bright G? I don't know if I understand that one, brother. What you bring to Axial Fest this year? I'm bringing. That's a secret. I've got a big plan for Axial Fest. Let's just say you guys better bring some dope trailers. Road train. Orcas Islands looks like about 3 inches. Hyrax tires. Have you picked up a set yet? No, I have not. I've been looking at all the new tires. I've kind of been holding back on getting tires because there's been a lot of drama in the tire world over the last few months. And there's been a lot of new releases too. And you guys, I don't know if you pay attention, but I've been paying attention. And from what I see, it's almost like there's a lot of tires being released back to back to back. And as soon as one gets released, people run to that one, and then the next one gets released, and everybody runs to that one, and so on and so on. I like to wait and see, when it settles down. I like to see how. I don't know. I just feel it out. For me, I look at tires differently. So when it comes to traction, I just had this talk the other day with a buddy of mine. When it comes to traction, I don't really necessarily look at the brand of the tire or the tread pattern so much when it comes to scale because it's such a small scale, you know what I mean? So what I'm really looking at is the durability, the thickness of the rubber, the hardness of the rubber, and how much that rubber can handle being put under pressure because I run heavy rigs. So I kind of use a different formula for finding traction on RC. Say, for instance, if you're running a 10-pound rig and you're running, I'm not going to say any names of tires because I don't want to accidentally throw one under the bus over the other or something. But say you're using one brand of tire or one style of tire or whatever, and it's this thick or whatever. Say, I don't know, a 1/4 inch thick. I don't know. But after a while, you drive it, you put 10 pounds on it. You see that it grabs or creates this much of a footprint, X amount of a footprint. And you put 2 or 3 more pounds of weight on that, and you see what kind of footprint that creates. And you can test this using like water, just wet ground and dry ground, stuff like that. But what I like to do is test the size of the footprint for the amount of weight, and then see how that traction or how that rubber holds up under pressure on the type of rock I drive on the most, because I do drive on different types of terrain. But if I'm putting traction down, say, around here in Central Oregon, it's either going to be A, lava rock, or B, river rock that was originally lava rock. So there's a lot of traction to be had. So when I run a heavy truck and I get onto this traction situation, I start binding up or grabbing for traction on some sharp rock, it will rip up some of these softer tires like that. Just I'll straight pull lugs off, rip sidewalls, rip the whole the seal off, where it goes in the bead, on the bead lock. I've done a lot of things like that. So what a lot of people will see is a really good tire due to its compound or its tread pattern. I won't use that much. I'll use what people see as a bad tire because it's too hard. But that's because I run really heavy rigs. So it's all relevant, I guess. It all depends. I hope that made sense. Oh, I did the spring or the siping on the tread. Nice. Firestone, Michelin, Axial Fest 2017 ESP is bringing a Team Wrap XJ build. Just my guess. I am not gonna say you're wrong on that. Any tips for building a scale Jeep? Proportions, man. It's all about proportions. Yeah, when it comes to scale building, I don't care what you're going after. Make it proportionate. If it's going to be a mud truck, make it proportionate for a mud truck. Don't just say, oh, well, they have big tires, so I can just get away with putting big tires on there. Make sure they're the right size, What does it say? Hard is soft and soft is hard for you, you say. Not really. It's just soft is too soft and hard is usually preferred for my situation just because I run heavier trucks. So if you run a hard tire on a lightweight truck, you're not going to get a lot of traction. The tire won't mold to the terrain that it's on. But if you're running weight on that, it'll make it easier for that tire to mold to the terrain. If you're running, a lightweight rig, you're definitely going to want some super soft, sticky tires so that way they can mold to the terrain as you go. What's your go-to paint for painting a hard body? I actually use this stuff. I'll show you. These Model Masters, and I use it's all testers basically, but this is testers. They call it the lacquer or lacquer. I don't know how you guys pronounce that, but one coat. I use this a lot as a top, like a final spray usually, and then maybe I'll hit it with some clear from the same line. And then I use Model Masters a lot. This always is a great line. And then I'll use the regular testers too. Model Masters is made by Tester. I don't have any on here, but the cheaper version is Testers. And it's really, honestly, I don't know if Model Masters is any better than Testers is like original paint, but that's what I use. What type of foams do I use? Oh, that's a good question. I don't really actually have a preferred foam because it all depends. It's kind of like the tire thing for me. It depends on just depends on the weight and honestly what I have laying around. Because if I have a bunch of foam laying around, I'll cut it up and use it somehow before I go buy new stuff. A lot of times, it's just how I am. I've got a drawer full of random foams that I keep, and sometimes I'll run bigger ones in front, smaller ones in back, bigger ones in back, smaller ones in front. It all depends. I mean, preferably I run less foam up front, more foam in the rear. I get a little bit stiffer tire in the back that way. That way I get more slip in the back, more bite up front. Where's a good place to buy scale drivers for hard body rigs? That's tough too. I go random places. I go to box stores as much as I can. I'll go to CVS or the drugstore, whatever it's called. I'll go to Walmart. I'll go to Target, wherever I can. Best Buy. I found that bookstores a lot of times they'll have them for like random stories. They'll have little figurines. What up from Cali? What's up, James? Shout out from Nebraska. What's up, Nebraska RC? Yeah. Thank you, man. It would be cool to build scale trails. We have a lot of scale trails around here. I got some friends that have built some really cool trails out here. Have you thought about gluing lugs to your side wall to increase? Oh, lugs, I think you meant to say. Yeah, I have thought about that, but unfortunately, I just rip them off. I mean, there's some really good glues out there, but not good enough to hold up. Put these back. This is nice, man. I like it. It's kind of like a hangout sesh, just chilling with you guys. Oh, the connection's horrible right now. Tell them I would love to. I've always wanted to come to that event. JT Skiver. Oh, you're Brian's family. Tell him I said what's up, man. I love Brian. I feel like we're brothers, man. Yes, there are. I should not have ate those right now. Now my mouth's watering. I do have plans for an event. Who don't love Skittles, bro? These things are addicting. How can I get a gloss finish on a hard body using Restore paints? I don't know what Restore paints are, honestly, but no matter what it is, it's all about how you lay it on, how you prep it before you lay it on. Oh, snap. My boy Spun is in the building. You guys, that gives me a whole new thing to talk about right now, which I can't say too much. Don't worry, Spun. I ain't going to give it all away. But I got some information for you guys that are into spin tires. If anyone out there plays spin tires, my boy Spun is in the comments section. Shout out to Spun. Go give him a follow. Support his channel. He's been killing it, man, with the mods on that game. Plus, he's got Huge love for ESP. The whole crew. Him, Brute, all of them. Nix. The whole squad, man. Love all them guys. So, after I swallow these damn things, don't worry, they're gone, so I can't eat anymore. So, I will be in a new event on Spin Tires because I do play that game. And for those of you that are wondering what Spin Tires is a off-roading video game for PC. It is, yes, it's on Steam, and it is PC only. It's hardcore rock crawling, mud bogging, like, you know, log trucks and semi trucks. Like, it's just a big rig, you know, guys that like off-roading type game, you know, or girls that like off-roading. Don't mean to be sexist. It is awesome, man. So I fell onto it like years ago, back, you know, I think when they first released it to the public, like not the beta version, but like the official one or whatever. That's when I got onto it. Oh, Hazard's in here too. Shout out to Hazard. What's up, brother? All these guys, man. So, anyways, I've been playing that. A lot of people didn't know it's a thing, man. I didn't even know it was a thing, but I got onto it, and it is actually really cool. Between that and Gigabyte Off-Road, that fills my, when I'm, you know, stuck inside on a rainy day, that fills my off-road needs. Absolutely. So, anyways, basically what I was saying is there's a TTC going down on Spin Tires. It is awesome. Spun, Brute, all the crew, man, they actually hooked it up, man. They built me a rig. I can't show you yet. I'm not even going to tell you what it is yet. But they built me a rig. It has my logo on it. It is dope. I can't say too much. I just can't say too much. It's just awesome, man. So, big shout out to these guys. Big shout out to these guys. They definitely got me all smiling over here. So, I will be recording with them throughout this weekend, I guess. And, you will see me on Spun's channel, man. I will be on there. I'm already on there on a few videos, which is pretty cool. So go check those out. We do trail rides. We just line up 4 deep. We just go cruising through the woods and just go rock crawling and stuff. It's actually pretty fun. And just bullshit. We talk about stuff. RC. We talk about real wheeling. Just, you know, family life, whatever. And anyways, it's good fun. So definitely go check that out, man. My favorite map on Spin Tires, I don't really have a favorite map, to be honest. I like them all. Just anything with a lot of rocks in it. I love the rocks. So anyways, yeah, shout out to Spun. Shout out to the whole crew, man. They need like a crew name, honestly, because these guys are always kicking it together. They're always coming out with cool trucks on there, cool maps, everything. It's really cool. And this new thing they just did, yeah, I don't even want to say too much. I don't know what I can or can't say, but it's really cool. So next weekend, I think, is when the videos come out. Maybe Friday or Saturday, if I remember right. But don't hold me to it. You'll have to go on Spun's, you know, channel and spam him and see if he can respond to you or not. But yeah, anyways, you guys, I'm stoked. I'm also running out of breath. We've been on here for like half hour almost. You guys got any big questions? Hit me with the questions before we get out of here. Anyway. Oh, we got. Hate the rocks. They're way too slippery. The rocks are not too slippery when you play with Spun. Do you think they will make a kit version of the Junior Yetis? I don't know, man. I don't know. I would hope they would, but it depends on the popularity. I don't think they're going to do it if they're not too popular. So I think we need to see more action from the Yeti Juniors. So I'm probably going to get some more videos running myself because I have both of them and I like to shoot these videos. I've already got one video of one of them running. I still haven't even released yet. I just wasn't that happy with it, so I'm probably going to reshoot it. And yeah, I don't know if they'll come out with the kit one. I really hope they do. I hope they come out with the kit one. I hope they come out with the Mini SEX10 would be awesome. Would I rather run in the woods, on the rocks, or in the creeks? I would rather run on the rocks at the edge of the ocean. That is my favorite out of everything. How old were you when I got into the hobby? I'll tell you. Hold on a second. What was that? Can I get a shout out? Nebraska RC, shout out to you, brother. OWRC, maybe I missed it. Any new Axials coming out soon? Any rumors? Nothing I heard. Will Axial drop out of the 1/8 class and let Traxxas take over? I highly doubt that. If you go into the XML file, you can change the friction settings. Oh, he's giving away secrets. Have you had a Holmes brushless motor? Yes, I have. I have several of them. Peace, brother. Hey, peace out, Spun. I'll talk to you soon, man. I'll be on later tonight, maybe. We'll see. What's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? You already know, man. You already know. So, usually the ones we get here in Oregon. What is your favorite controller? Ooh, we were talking about that earlier. I don't really have a favorite right now. I'm still up in the air on it. Do you know of a way to make dust boots for the C-hubs and such? I saw Traxxas. I don't know. That's a good idea, but I don't know. That'd be a great idea for some Recon G6 rigs. I know a lot of guys that would like that. Any big changes to the backyard course, and would you consider camping with Coleman with some friends just messing around on it? Absolutely. I've actually done some in the past, and we're going to do some more in the future. Right now, there has not been any big changes, but I have some big changes planned for the backyard. I'm bringing in a lot more rocks. A lot more rocks. So, back to that question. When did I get into RC? I got into RC as far back as I can remember, man. I've always had one. Family would buy me the ones on the wires that only turn left when you back up. And then you go forward, and then you reverse, and they turn left, or something like that. And then, man, it was a long time ago. It was a really long time ago. And then, we had a Radio Shack in John Day, so I go to Radio Shack, and I would get, like, some really old school ones. I remember my favorite one was, actually, I still have one of them. Check this out. I'm going to show you. So, this right here was one of my first ones, but that's not actually mine. Shout out to 4Mods, Terry over at 4Mods. He sent me that. So super thankful to 4Mods. I have not even done a video on it yet. It needs a little bit of work, but I'm going to restore that. And then over here, it's going to be dark. Actually, I can grab a light, I guess. Let's grab a light. Over here, I have the classics, man. So right here, this was one of my first ones ever. This isn't the original one. This is actually one that my wife found for me at a yard sale. But I was super, super happy. Even have the radio. When she brought that back, I was happy. This one is one of my first RC trucks ever. This is the Turbo something, something, something from Radio Shack. It's like a Midnight Pumpkin knockoff. And this is actually the one I grew up with as a little kid. Like, we still have it. My little brother had it. He let his kids play with it. It broke. You see it's all glued back together somewhere in there. And I fixed it. It doesn't have a radio, but man, this is the one that did it for me. That's the one. I used to take this thing everywhere out on the ranch. And that is how it started. And I still have this too. This is my little brother's. This is one of his Radio Shack buggies from way back. And this is one that I bought off of one of the subscribers, actually, at the Recon G6 here in Oregon. So, super stoked on that, too. Oh, horrible connection. I hope you guys were able to see that. Oh. So, anyways, that is how RC all got started for me. And for those of you that follow my Facebook... Almost a pumpkin. Yeah, almost a pumpkin. Yep, it's the Radio Shack pumpkin, But for those of you that followed my Facebook stuff, hey, later, Michael. In the red. First car I bought for myself was the Marui Galaxy, or the Maori, I thought it was called. I remember the Big Bear. The Big Bear. I don't know if you remember that, but I think I had one of those when I was a little kid. That is awesome, man. There was something I was just going to say to you guys, and I forgot what it was, but oh well, that's all right. What do you think of Night Custom Skull Grill and Halo headlights? I actually have the Halo headlights right here in my drawer. Sitting right here somewhere. Oh, wrong drawer. Oh, it's buried in. But I have the Halo headlights from Knight's Customs. I think they're awesome, man. I don't have a license, so what do you suggest for someone like me that wants to go on an adventure like that? No license, you want to go to Axial Fest? Take the bus, brother. They go right past Cisco Grove. I guarantee it, man. It's not far from Reno. Take the bus if you have to. Anything you got to do. Old Kosher Raider. You pronounce my name Jackie, not Jackie. or Jack I. Jack. Man, I apologize. My first truck was a Hawk 2 truck. My first was a Grasshopper. Nice. Yes, I remember those. I remember those. All right, man. Well, I better get up off here, you guys. I could sit here and go all night. We got to save some questions for next week. I'm going to try to do this every week. Every week, man. He's shouting out his YouTube channel. Shameless plug. Oh, I'm going to get up off here. You guys, thank you very much for all the love. I appreciate it that you guys are tuning in and actually doing this with me. I think this is awesome. Hopefully we can do this on a consistent basis. And think of them questions. Always bring them questions, man. He says, this is funny trying to pronounce my name. You guys, you already know what it is. I'm going to see you out on the trails, man. Peace and chicken grease. Yeah.